You're listening to the Peace with Anxiety podcast. I am your host, Irene Evangelou, anxiety counselor and clinical hypnotherapist. I'll be coming to you every week to share actionable tips, simple strategies, and useful resources to help you break free from high-functioning anxiety. We'll be covering how to recognize and understand your anxiety, strategies to change your thoughts and feelings, and ways to implement long-lasting change. If you're trying to overcome people-pleasing behaviors, navigate anxiety, living in self-doubt, or something else keeping you stuck, then you are in the right place. I know that you're ready to get to the next level of your life, feeling free, calm, confident, and in control. So let's get started. Hello and welcome back to episode 21 of the Peace with Anxiety podcast, where we talk about simple yet powerful tips and different therapies to overcome anxiety. And I am your host, Irene Evangelou, an anxiety counselor and clinical hypnotherapist specializing in high-function anxiety. And today I wanted to talk to you about something that's on a lot of people's minds these days, and that is, does online counseling really work for anxiety? And with more people turning to online counseling as a convenient and more accessible option, it is natural to wonder if it delivers the same results as traditional face-to-face therapy. So that is what we're going to explore together and see how it can make a difference in your life. So what exactly is online counseling? Well, online counseling, also known as e-therapy or teletherapy, involves providing psychological support and counseling services through the internet. And this can be done through video calls, phone calls, chat, or even email. And before we go any further, let me tell you what we mean when we talk about counseling very briefly. But if you want to know more, you can go back and listen to episode 6, where I talk more about it. So, counseling is a process of talking about and working through your personal experiences, issues, problems, and concerns. And a counselor supports you to address your problems in a positive way by helping you to clarify the issues, explore options, develop strategies, look at things from new perspectives, increase self-awareness, and identify and cultivate your personal strengths and resources. And I also want to share with you a bit about my approach to online counseling at Irene Evangelou Therapy. And as someone who has personally sought out therapy for anxiety, stress, and grief, I know firsthand the profound impact it can have. And during those times, I had some of my biggest breakthroughs and aha moments that helped me navigate the most challenging periods of my life. And this is why I do what I do. I'm passionate about helping other women have those aha moments and break free from limiting beliefs and overwhelming challenges. And in our sessions, I provide a safe, non-judgmental space for you to talk about your struggles, explore your thoughts, and understand your feelings. And my goal is to support and guide you through life's challenges so that you can live your most fulfilling life with peace and confidence. Now, the idea of seeking help from the comfort of your own home sounds appealing, right? But you might be wondering, does it really work? So let's break it down. Are you tired of the relentless battle with anxiety? Are you ready to calm your mind, embrace peace, and reclaim your life? Then I've got just the right thing for you. Join my free 21-day Relieving Anxiety Meditation Challenge by clicking the link below in the show notes. There are several benefits to online counseling, especially for those struggling with anxiety. First, convenience and accessibility. Online counseling breaks down geographical barriers. So whether you are in a remote area, have a busy schedule, or simply prefer the comfort of your own home, online sessions can be a perfect fit. And this can be particularly beneficial for high achievers who often juggle multiple responsibilities and find it challenging to set aside time for self-care. Second, comfort and familiarity. Engaging in therapy from a familiar environment can reduce some of the anxiety associated with visiting a therapist's office. Being in your own space can make it easier to open up and explore your personal issues. Third, flexible scheduling. Online counseling offers often flexibility with scheduling that can work around your work, family, and other commitments. So you can find a time that works best for you without the added stress of traveling to a therapist's office. Fourth, immediate access. In moments of heightened anxiety and stress, having immediate access to a therapist can be incredibly valuable. Fifth, privacy and anonymity. For many, the perceived anonymity of online counseling can help in discussing issues they might find embarrassing or stigmatizing in person. And finally, access to specialists. Online therapy gives you access to a wider range of specialists who might not be available in your area. And this is particularly important for finding therapists who specialize in a particular issue, such as high-function anxiety. Now, one of the most rewarding aspects of online counseling is witnessing the transformation that clients undergo that can change the way they feel, think, and act. And here are some examples. As you progress through therapy, you may notice a significant decrease in anxiety symptoms. And this can mean fewer panic attacks, less constant worry, and a greater sense of calm. Online counseling can also help you manage your emotions more effectively, leading to increased emotional stability and resilience. You might find that you're less reactive and more able to handle stressors without becoming overwhelmed. Therapy can help you identify and challenge negative thought patterns, replacing them with more positive and realistic ones. And this shift in thinking can reduce the frequency and intensity of anxious thoughts. Now, through therapy, you'll gain a deeper understanding of your triggers and how to better manage them. This self-awareness is empowering and can lead to greater control over your anxiety. And you will also learn and practice new coping strategies that are more effective and healthier than old habits. And these may include mindfulness techniques, relaxation exercises, or new ways of managing stress. And as your stress decreases, you will likely find that you're able to focus better and be more productive. This can be especially important for high achievers who rely on their ability to perform at a high level. And the last thing I'm going to say is that reduced anxiety can lead to improved relationships with those around you. you'll become more present and engaged and better able to communicate your needs and boundaries. And all of these are real changes that many clients experience, and the journey through online counseling is the same as face-to-face counseling, and it can lead to a more balanced, calm, and present life. Now, understandably, despite its benefits, some people have concerns about online counseling. So let's address a few common misconceptions. First is probably lack of personal connection. So some worry that the virtual nature of online counseling might not be the best to create the therapist-client relationship. However, many find that they can form a strong connection with their therapist online, and the key is to find a therapist who you feel comfortable with and who meets your needs. Another concern is about privacy and confidentiality, and these concerns are absolutely valid, but reputable online platforms use encryption and secure technologies to protect client information, and it's important to choose platforms and therapists who prioritize confidentiality. Now, another concern is technical issues. That can also be a barrier, but many platforms offer technical support to address these issues, and it's also helpful if your therapists have also a backup plan, such as switching to a phone call if video is not working. And finally, while online counseling is effective for many, those with severe mental health conditions may require more intensive in-person support. And it's important to discuss your experience, your specific needs, with a qualified professional to determine the best approach for you. So let me quickly recap before we finish off today's episode. Online counseling can be a highly effective and convenient option for overcoming anxiety, especially for high achievers. It offers flexibility, accessibility, and a range of tools that can enhance the therapeutic experience. And the transformation you experience from reduced anxiety symptoms to improved thought patterns and healthier actions can lead you to feel more calm, confident, and present in your life. So if you are considering online counseling, I would encourage you to explore it as a viable option. And if you are residing in Australia, I would be delighted to support you on your journey. In our sessions together, I will draw on all of my experience and knowledge across the fields of counseling, such as acceptance and commitment therapy, positive psychology, emotionally focused individual therapy, dialectical behavioral therapy, and person-centered talk therapy to ensure that you are getting the most thorough, uniquely tailored approach to your personal situation for the best possible outcome. Our session would be via Zoom, so there will be no clinic visits, no parking or travel, and you can experience the help you need from the comfort of your own home. And I work within the counseling framework of client-centered, strengths-based approach, and I always provide follow-up and continued after-session support to all of my clients. And these message or email points of contact provide greater moments of clarity and progression in the change process. And finally, in terms of availability, I can offer appointments on weekends and outside of office hours to accommodate a variety of schedules. And if you want to know more about my approach, I will include a link in my show notes for online anxiety counseling. So that's it for today. Thank you for tuning into this episode, and if you find it helpful, please share it with others who might benefit. Until next time, Take care and be kind to yourself. Thank you for listening to the Peace with Anxiety podcast. If you found any value in today, I would really appreciate if you would leave me a review and share this episode on your Instagram story, tagging me at Irene, the Anxiety Therapist. Also, make sure you subscribe to this podcast so you don't miss an episode. All the links are found below in the show notes. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.